statistic that you do not want to hear. A Harvard University UC Berkeley study ranks Charlotte-Mecklenburg 50th out of 50 in upward mobility for children born into poverty. But community leaders are bound and determined to do something about it. We welcome David Beaver, President and CFO of Uwharrie Bank, and Jatanya Adams, Founder and Program Director of Historic West End Partners. Welcome to the show. So thrilled to have you on Charlotte today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
This is such an important topic. So let's start with you, David. Poverty, they say, is the greatest predictor of poverty, right? How disturbing for you are these findings?
Well, I think as a banker, one of the things that we focus on is trying to help our communities, and hearing that and understanding that someone in poverty, the odds of them staying in poverty is extremely great. So one of our challenges that we put amongst ourselves is what can we do to try to help fix that? What can we do to change that trend and help improve people in our communities' lives?
It's lovely that that's where your head goes. And Jatanya, you founded Historic West End Partners, which promotes economic growth. What are some of the community's needs that you've seen?
As we look across the spectrum, one of the greatest needs, of course, is home ownership. And then secondly, to be able to retain and also scale, because of course, land and buildings is a great indicator of the startings of having generational wealth.
And David, as you hear that, what can Uwharrie offer to satisfy the needs she just mentioned?
Absolutely. So we have, obviously, from the commercial banking side and the consumer banking side, we offer all the standard banking products and services. But one of the areas that we've been focused on in our move into the Charlotte metro market is specifically related to housing. And we are partners with all of the federal institutions and all of the local institutions that help create that home ownership. And we do the long-term fixed rate mortgages. And we partner, like I said, with the Federal Home Loan Bank or with the Federal Housing Association. So we have those products to create that home ownership, which is the largest component of family and generational wealth.
Wow. And Jatanya, so give us some examples. I know hearing this, it's so wonderful for you. Give us examples of how Uwharrie is walking the walk and talking the talk.
Well, one of the things is that there's capital available and a willing lender. That part is huge. Actually having the capital and the desire to assist people with connecting to that capital. So as we look at our communities and the vast change in our cities, one of the things that we have is we don't just have gentrifying or vastly changing corridors, but we also have a city that has catapulted to another market level. So the ability to acquire a home, to have the capital readily available for you to compete is big, because of course we have so many transplants buying in and hedge funds. And then second, to be able to retain your home and maintain your home, so that if you're possibly a target due to code enforcement situations, maybe you need a roof, some type of a home renovation to have capital. If you need to refinance to get a lower interest rate because now you have higher taxes and you need more capital available, so maybe you want to do a little bit of cash out. These things are very important to be able to refinance, to expand. And now there's even something new called the ADU, which is where people are actually putting like carriage houses in the rear of their properties, and also cottages and things of that nature. So perhaps you can't afford affordable housing out on the market. Having the ability to do new construction is very important. A lot of our older homes have very large parcels, and there's actually enough room in the rear to be able to scale on your own property.
I have to say, it is really, really wonderful to see a bank coming together with a community leader and really trying to change the odds for folks. Thank you so much for joining us to tell us more about the work you're doing. And folks, to learn more, you can visit uwharrie.com and westinCharlotte.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.